The paradox of control? Imagine a bonsai tree, beautifully sculpted, meticulously trimmed, a miniature version of a wild, towering oak, and yet it will never reach full height. Not because it lacks the potential, but because it has been bound and controlled at every stage of its growth. The same is true of the human spirit. We often believe that the more we manage, control, and fine-tune our lives, the better they will be. We create morning routines, productivity apps, 10-year goals, financial spreadsheets, food restrictions, social media schedules, and spiritual checklists. But as Laozi shows us in chapter 57 of the Tao Te Ching, too much control is not wisdom. It is fear in disguise, and fear blocks the flow of life. Use straightforwardness for civil government. Use surprise for military operations. Use non-involvement to take the world. This chapter is not just a political commentary. It is a lesson in energetic governance of yourself. Chapter 57 of the Tao Te Ching. Use straightforwardness for civil government. Use surprise for military operations. Use non-involvement to take the world. How do I know this? The more taboos there are in the world, the poorer the populace is, the more crafts the people have, the more exotic things are produced, the more laws are promulgated, the greater the number of thieves. Therefore the sage says, I contrive nothing, and the people are naturally civilized. I am fond of tranquility, and the people are naturally upright. I have nothing to do, and the people are naturally enriched. I have no desire, and the people are naturally simple. The reactionary links from thought to destiny. Before we dive into the inner dynamics of control, let's ground ourselves in a universal truth that has been passed down in countless traditions. It goes like this: watch your thoughts, for they become your words. Watch your words, for they become your actions. Watch your actions, for they become your habits. Watch your habits, for they become your character. Watch your character, for it becomes your destiny. This is the chain of transformation, and at every link of the chain, control, if not understood properly, can either create harmony or distortion. Over-control at any stage becomes a constriction. Let's walk this chain and look at where yielding rather than grasping actually leads to a deeper kind of mastery. Step 1. Watch your thoughts, the seed of control. Your thoughts arise from the stillness of your awareness. But if you spend your mental energy trying to micromanage every outcome, predict every variable, and plan for every fear-based scenario, you are no longer planting thoughts with clarity. You are over-fertilizing the soil. Nothing thrives in that environment. Spontaneity dies. Inspiration suffocates. Laozi says, I have no desire, and the people are naturally simple. The word people here can just as easily mean the inner faculties of your being. When your awareness is calm and desireless, your thoughts remain simple, clear, and responsive, not reactive. Step 2. Watch your words. What you declare, you empower. Words are energy given form. Every time you speak, you are casting a spell. Even self-talk counts. If your internal monologue is constantly overcritical, managing every little misstep or judging your progress by arbitrary timelines, you are building a cage around your voice. Discipline in speech isn't about never speaking. It's about speaking with awareness, with the same kind of non-involvement Laozi mentions. That doesn't mean apathy. It means you're not attached to forcing things. Instead, you're allowing right speech to arise naturally from presence. Step 3. Watch your actions, where force backfires. When you act from over-control, your actions tend to become rigid. You push too hard, you overtrain, you micromanage your team, you schedule every minute of your day thinking it will bring freedom, only to find yourself exhausted and disconnected. But when you act from alignment, your actions have grace. They are informed by presence, not pressure. Remember, over-control is rooted in fear. Yielding is rooted in trust. Step 4. Watch your habits, the invisible builders. Over-control tries to make habits perfect, but real transformation happens when you create systems that allow you to flow within structure. not to be dominated by it. It's the difference between forcing yourself to meditate because it's 6 and it's on your checklist versus cultivating a sacred space in your morning that invites stillness. Habits that grow from joy, purpose, and rhythm are sustainable. Habits imposed from guilt or control fracture under stress. Step 5. Watch your character, who you become without trying. Character is not something you manufacture. It is the natural echo of how you show up consistently. If your inner governance is calm, clear, and spacious, then your character reflects that. You are responsive rather than reactive, steady rather than rigid, intentional rather than controlling. And when you trust the process, when you yield to simplicity, you become magnetic. People feel your steadiness. You radiate coherence. This is the kind of non-involvement that changes the world. Modern story. The CEO who let go. Let me tell you a true story. Jared was a high-powered executive who tracked every metric, his health stats, his employee KPIs, his daily caloric intake, even his mindfulness minutes tracked on his Apple Watch. But he was burning out. His team resented him, his kids barely saw him, and worst of all, his creativity had vanished. One day, he joined a meditation retreat. At first he hated it. No phone, no structure, just silence. But by the third day, something cracked open. He realized that his grip on control was strangling his own joy. He came back and dismantled 40% of his systems. He created more white space in his life. He gave his team more freedom to lead. He took morning walks with his daughter. His business didn't fall apart. It flourished because he was finally flourishing. This is the Tao in action. A short practice, the non-involvement reset. Try this once a day. 1. Sit in a quiet space. Set a timer for 5 minutes. 2. Close your eyes and breathe slowly. 3. Visualize your mind like a crowded room of advisors shouting instructions. 4. One by one, watch them leave the room. 5. Sit in the empty room. Let stillness be your guide. Afterward, write down one area in your life where you've been over-controlling. Ask, what would happen if I trusted more here? Build your life from stillness. Laozi's teaching is not a rejection of structure. It's a rejection of forced structure. Stop trying to overgovern your body, your schedule, your goals, your path. Simplify, make space. Let your internal world become a field of ease, not friction, and watch how life begins to cooperate with you in surprising ways. Remember, the Tao cannot be controlled, but it can be trusted. And when you live from that trust, you become a wise governor of your own life. One who governs least governs best. Now go, walk the way.